And we are back with more Bay Sunday. Would you like to save a little money, help the planet at the same time? Oh, and maybe throw in a little fun too. Our next guest has just the ticket. It's a book called Lemons and Lavender, an eco guide to better homekeeping. It'll give you the tools to live an eco-friendly life, from herbal medicines, creating your own cleaners, gardening. You might want to save a wet cell phone, a little bit of everything, a potpourri of goodies, if you will. And we are delighted to have the author with us today, Billee Sharp, who is a San Francisco gal now. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Good to have you on board. It's amazing what you can find in your cupboards or your home, I guess, right? And put them to work.
Well, amazing and terrifying and surprising, probably. But I was just looking for candles and thinking, do I have to go and buy candles for the storm coming through? And I only looked for like 3 minutes and I found a whole load of candles.
Now
it's all in there.
Yeah, you're an environmentalist. Tell us kind of what that is all about, and what was your motivation? When did this all come about to write the book?
Well, the idea to write the book came along in 2010, and I was working with Brenda Knight, the publisher of Clears Press, and she had this idea that for their new they're Clears Press, but they were just starting Viva editions, and they were looking for books that were sort of not necessarily self-help, but first-hand experience of, particular lifestyle, ethos, whatever. Mm-hmm. And my husband's a musician, and I'm a writer, and we have children, and we live in a fabulous but expensive city, and Brenda rightly identified that we had the first-hand experience to come up with, a way to live a full life in an urban environment and still be artists.
And well, let's get started. First of all, how'd you collect all this? Are they all from you and your family? And give us some of the fun tips that are in the book.
Well, I think, as you go through life, you pick up the things that you're impressed with along the way. And all my recipes, for example, are either from my family or from friends over the years, and I think everyone's like that. And I was really trying to encourage people to share those recipes that have come to them, and they did. Really, it's just, in some ways the book is Bay Area specific, because there's great things here like scrap, where you can find lots of DIY supplies really cheaply, or the Free Cycle program, which operate the really free market, that they're area specific. But really the idea is that as people who are concerned for the environment, we want to take our consumer tendencies somewhere that we can feel good about, and ethical shopping and reusing are great strategies.
What is a naked lady party?
A naked lady party is just a gathering of friends who bring a bag of clothes that they have. I think there's a rule some people adhere to, which is if it's been hanging in the cupboard for a year and it hasn't been worn, then it's time to take it to the naked lady. And so everyone brings clothes, and everyone has fun and swaps, takes what they like. And then there's maybe something left for the thrift store at the end. So it's like recycling twice in a way. And
you have a number of different herbal methods for, like, say, poison oak. If I get poison oak, how would you treat that for one of your kids?
Well, probably the first thing I would do would be to run a kind of warm, not hot, but warm bath, and dump all the porridge oats that I had in the house in the bath, and just lay in there and
porridge.
Like your quick oats or whatever.
Okay.
Because once it's in water, it swells up and it releases good stuff for the skin.
Okay.
And it's really cheap.
And does it work?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Duct tape is amazing. Maybe one of the best inventions ever.
Yes, and now coming in extremely glamorous colors as
and
well.
sizes. And why is that so? What do you do with duct tape?
Well, I mean, what don't you do with duct
That's a
tape
good
is more of a, I mean, I literally, one time my girlfriend was in the middle of nowhere with no, or she just realized her AAA was broken, but her hood had broken its catch, and she wrapped it with duct tape like a parcel, and it, you know, got her home.
We got out of
Anything.
SFO a while back. My wife broke her heel, and one of the custodians gave us duct tape, and she was able to walk out of there good as new. Last question. Tell our viewers, if you want to make one change that is environmental friendly and it's going to help you save some money, what would that be?
Well, I mean, it depends who you are. Maybe not using paper cups at coffee shops, you know. It's a little thing. Bring your own. They'll fill it up for you.
Sure.
Less waste.
Okay. Well, it's Lemons and Lavender. And Billie, we want to thank you for coming in.
Thanks
Have
for
a great
having
holiday.
me.
If you'd like more information about Lemons and Lavender, log on to vivaeditions.com. That's vivaeditions.com. Back with more Bay Sunday. A little San Francisco treat coming up next. Stay right there.